Hi, welcome to Denver Guitar Studios. My name's Aidan. What I'd like to show you today is the Hipshot Bender system, which I've really enjoyed having on this guitar. This is a Fender Mexican Telecaster. I've done a lot of modifications to, but I'd also like to modify the bender itself because of a couple of little niggles. One of the issues that I'd like to fix on the Hipshot system is that when you use a larger gauge string, like this 48 gauge Diodario low E string, the ball end doesn't sit flush with the arm. You can see over here on the B string, the ball end is sitting flush with this piece of metal and it looks nice and neat. Over here the hole isn't drilled out wide enough to accept the larger string windings at the end of the string. Now I'm not 100% convinced that has any effect on the tuning stability, but it looks ugly and I don't like it. So I think we'll try and fix that. So the first thing to do is take the B, G and E strings off of the Hipshot so I can remove it from the guitar. You can see here I've already taken the low E string off and I'm just going to do the other two now. So all I need to do is remove the B and the G strings, and I think I'll string the guitar back up afterwards so that I can continue using it while I'm doing the work on the Hipshot. Now, as you can see, the string is pigtailed around at the end here, so I'm going to straighten that out, which will help it feed through these holes that are drilled at the back of the bridge and through the bender arm itself. Now I'm going to remove the Hipshot system by undoing the screw here. The screw provided is the same diameter as the standard screws that hold your strap pin on the bottom, but it's much longer, so it does require drilling out. So here you can see the bender system itself. We need to remove this arm. As you can see, it's held in place positionally with a circlip. Now, removing and adjusting this bar is easy but not intuitive. You turn the piece upside down and there's a small screw hole that turns into a threaded portion on the bar. Take that off and then this is free to slide backwards and forwards. I can now remove this circlip and take this arm off. After removing the circlip, you can remove the arm. Disassemble the arm in order to make it easier to set up a jig to drill out that hole. Now, in order for me to create a jig that will hold the hole perpendicular to the base plate of my drill press, I need to plot a right angle from the base of this scrap piece of plywood. And then need to line up the existing hole with that line. I'm then going to draw the outline of the piece. And then we'll go cut that out on the bandsaw. So this is what we end up with. We have our jig for holding the piece, which is going to get attached to this extra piece of scrap. I'll glue and screw that together, and then our workpiece will be held nice and straight in order to cut on the drill press. So I'm ready to drill. Slowed my drill down a little bit. I'm going to use a little bit of WD-40 to help lubricate the cut. Now that the B-bender is reassembled, it's just a case of reattaching it to the guitar. It's important to make sure that the right angle plate that the bender is attached to sits flush to the guitar in both dimensions, so something to be aware of when tightening down those last few turns. Now that the bender is reattached, we can string up as usual with a modified block for the low E string. can see that the string passes through a Teflon or nylon plastic sleeve to stop any friction when you bend the string through the hole drilled in the bridge. And you can see here that now the ball end is sitting nice and flush with the piece of metal. It's important to make sure that the string passes underneath the spring arm that the lever actually operates, otherwise the system won't work at all. So we have the ball end flush coming underneath the arm, underneath the spring arm, and through the hole in the bridge via the plastic sleeve. So with the guitar strung up, now it's just an issue of setting the B bender to the right pitches. So we have an E, so that's the drop D switch. That one's fine. Now we want this G to bend up to A. So now we have G bending up to A. And we need the B string to bend up to a C sharp.